Hi, I'm Elizabeth Turk, and I'm here at the Oak Spring Garden Foundation Library. Bunny Mellon's probably favorite. It must have been her favorite space because it's quickly become mine. And I'm reviewing many of the books that we looked at, oh my goodness, probably a year and a half ago when we first started brainstorming about the RIDGELINE project. When I first came to this library, I was fortunate enough to have a conversation with Sir Peter Crane. And one of the things that was so impressionable was the interconnectedness, the interdependence of everything that he spoke to, and of every flower or botanical kind of wove the story of its pollinator or its environment all into the same larger system. And I think that this was something that he kept pointing out in many of the books, that the authors not only drew the image of the singular flora, but also these beautiful drawings of the insects and the soil in which they live, basically their habitat. And I think that that takeaway that he so beautifully demonstrated through these books was something that I really wanted to bring to the forefront on the canopies, because as he mentioned, that it's truly their habitats. It's not the flora itself, but it's the general adaptability and the habitat that is so threatened. And so I think that's why on the umbrellas, each in its small way, we have symbols of that potential threat. And I thought it was a beautiful connection, kind of bringing where we are now into the same story as the botanicals of the Oak Spring Library. So now that we're here for this incredible weekend, it's amazing to see the books that started the ideas. I think that if I look over here, one of my all-time favorites was the original drawings of the Venus flytrap. But to have some of these original sketches and etchings from over 100 years ago to peruse was exceptional. Another piece that is really cool because it's in color is the bloodroot. And I think that this flower, it caught my imagination because of the story. The idea that it pops up in such early spring and that the seeds are carried away by ants. So if you'll see on the umbrellas, they've got tons of little ants crawling up all over them. But this idea that they're spread because of the ants taking them away, I just found that really very intriguing. And also to think that their root systems are blood red, I don't know, was also kind of an intriguing part of the plant. And I loved drawing those huge green sumptuous leaves that you could see kind of held the delicacy of the flower itself. So that's why you see on the umbrella canopy these beautiful pastel colors, and I had the seeds photographed under a scanning electronic microscope. So you see a very small seed on the bottom of the corner of the umbrella, and that's at the electron level anyway, so that's why the seed is so huge, and that's why you can look at it on the umbrella. I think the other flower that was so intriguing and startling to find as an endangered flora or part of the endangered flora list was the dogwood. As a state flower, it's shocking to know that it's under threat because of the fungus, the dogwood anthracnose has really come and put it under the extreme threat to be an endangered flower of your area. But to see it here represented as some of the original pieces, these books are over 100 years, and many of them are so much older than that. The library houses pieces that are part of the botanical history created even in the Middle Ages. To think that in this library are housed images with that kind of legacy, not only was such a privilege to be a part of and then to translate to this spectacular extravaganza of experiential art that's going to be happening over the weekend, but then to be able to sort of repopulate Northern Virginia from the brainstorming of these images, and then allowing people through the generosity of all your donors and the collaboration of both Piedmont and Oak Spring, for everybody to take the umbrellas home as if they're seeds, dispersing them throughout the community. It's really been a joy to be part of this crazy experiment. So thank you so much.